They say Paris is the city of lights, but shadows always keep their own hours. Under its iron ribs, millions pass every year, laughing, loving, taking pictures, never imagining it watches back. This is a story that began like any other night, ordinary, and then never ended. Watch closely. Notice what the cameras left behind and what they seem to lose as soon as you blink. His name is Julien Moreau. He bought a ticket, walked through a gate, and vanished inside a monument of iron and light. There is footage of him entering. There is no footage of him leaving. Cameras show doors closing. Then the feed fuzzes. Then, nothing. Authorities found no body, no note, only questions. We will pull those questions, stitch them, and watch them pull back on us. Stay with the frame. Details will appear and retreat, like a breath held too long. By the end, you will have theories. You will feel certain. And you will be invited to doubt everything again. Begin. By day, the tower is an icon. By night, it becomes a different geography, a skeleton of iron corridors and hollowed rooms. Tourists go home. Staff lock doors. The cleaning crews sweep away evidence of bodies, of moments, not always completely. Inside, the iron staircases fold and fold like a story that keeps folding back into itself. Marks in the metal, footprints that do not match any single pair of shoes. Guards watch many feeds at once. One blur becomes another. Patterns hide in plain sight. Julien paid, smiled maybe, then stepped toward an elevator, and the ordinary machinery of the tower did the rest. There are service corridors, narrow with pipes and labels, places tourists never see, places that smell of oil and old iron. Sometimes doors are ajar, sometimes they're not. Sometimes no one remembers which they were. People leave traces. Photographs catch fragments. But photographs also lie through omission. What they exclude is as loud as what they include. We will return to those frames. We will count the blinks and watch the blank spaces between them. Records exist, some public, some altered, some erased. What is missing from the ledger is as meaningful as what is written down. Keep your eyes on that swing. The rhythm will return later. A light that won't die, a button that won't accept a press. Small things become anchors for larger questions. Questions are the currency of this night. We keep spending them. Julien's last confirmed location, second floor, 2114 on a Tuesday. The tape shows him walking alone. A man enters an elevator. The doors close. That should be the end of the image. Inside, there are mirrors and brass, and a tiny camera that watches the skin of the world as it compresses. The button to the top glows. The elevator moves. The sound changes. The feed breaks. For 6 seconds and then more, the picture becomes a field of noise. When the frame returns, the doors open and no one steps out. No one is recorded walking away. No one is recorded falling. Staff later said they saw a man that evening. Some said calm. Others said he seemed to listen to something they could not hear. We have the words. He went in alone. We do not have the rest. A jacket abandoned. A ticket stub on the floor. A coffee cup still warm and then cold. The ordinary artifacts of departure, except no departure is recorded. Listen to the echo. Count the beats. Each beat suggests a path someone might have taken. None of them prove it. Multiple cameras show anomalies. Sudden blackouts not explained by power surges. The technicians scratched their heads. Logs were incomplete. Pages later found in an archive had been redacted. Names vanished where you would expect them to be. Watch it again. Reverse it. The motion means nothing until you ask the right question, and we do not yet know which question to ask. Time code will haunt this story like a mantra. Repeat it in your head. There is a frame where something may be present, only just. We enlarge it. We sharpen it. It yields the more it resists. Silence keeps its own counsel. People need answers. They map possibilities. Maintenance tunnels, service lifts, a fall through a hatch. Every map opens a dozen corridors of maybe. Staircases loop and loop. One man could get lost in the geometry and never confuse the exit for the entrance again. Locals whisper that the tower takes a name every few decades. Old headlines, real or misremembered, feed the story like kindling. Stories accumulate a tone. The more you repeat them, the more they feel true. Some say the tower is not passive. They say it feeds on attention, on those who wander, on the quiet of the night. Others insist they have seen him in the periphery, seen a man looking down and then vanish when approached. Psychologists suggest the mind fills blanks. Memory is a reconstructive process, meaning we build narratives to survive uncertainty. Look closely. Calm, then a twitch, a head turn. These are the details people cling to and then argue over. Conspiracies thrive where records are thin. A redacted page is an accusation that someone wants you to stop asking. There are hands that decide what to release and sometimes what to bury. We test routes. We trace lines on maps. Each line is plausible. Each line leaves gaps. Hatches close. Explanations slide out of reach like a door in the dark. Online, people create stories in real time. Theories breed other theories. Each new post drags the mystery outward and also blurs it. Perhaps he got lost. Perhaps he left. Perhaps the tower swallowed him. All of these could be true. None are proven. When evidence is ambiguous, the mind completes the picture with the most satisfying ending, and that ending is rarely the right one. Keep asking maybe as you watch. It will pull you deeper. After Julian, people began to notice small things. Touches of cold, a breath at the nape of the neck, steps that matched no one. They say they felt watched, one of the most primitive alarms of the human mind. Some swear they saw the man at the top, standing where no one should, staring at the city with eyes that accepted you back. When staff checked, the space would be empty. The report would say, no one present. The memory would still say otherwise.